The 1987 Philippine 25 Sentimo coin is a significant piece in the nation's numismatic history, not because of high monetary value, but for the rich political, economic, and cultural story it tells. This coin was minted during a major turning point in the Philippines, just after the People Power Revolution of 1986 and during the early years of a re-established democracy under President Corazon Aquino. Let's explore its background in full detail. In 1987, the Philippines was recovering from over 2 decades of dictatorship under Ferdinand Marcos. After the EDSA People Power Revolution in 1986, the country adopted a new constitution in 1987 under President Corazon Aquino. This era marked a fresh beginning in democratic governance, and even small things like coinage reflected this new identity. The 1987-5 Sentimo coin belongs to the Flora and Fauna coin series introduced in 1983 by the Banco Central ng Pilipinas (BSP). The goal of this series was to promote awareness of the Philippines' rich biodiversity. This series featured various native animals and plants on coins, instead of only prominent national heroes as in the past. The butterfly symbolizes freedom and the natural beauty of the Philippines. The butterfly on the reverse of the coin is not merely decorative. It represents new life, transformation, and freedom ideals that perfectly match the political climate of the time. Just as a butterfly emerges from a cocoon, the Philippines was emerging from years of repression and beginning anew. Juan Luna, on the other hand, connects the coin to the revolutionary spirit of the late 19th century. His legacy as both a painter and nationalist linked culture, resistance, and identity ideas deeply relevant to Filipinos recovering from authoritarian rule. During the late 1980s, the Philippines faced economic instability, including inflation and currency devaluation. The 25 Sentimo coin, while low in value, was still important for everyday transactions. However, due to inflation over the years, its purchasing power declined significantly. Still, coins like these remained in circulation and served as reminders of national pride. Today, the 1987 25 Sentimo coin is used in Philippine schools and numismatic clubs to teach students about, not rare in terms of mintage. The coin holds value to collectors for its historical symbolism and condition. A coin in uncirculated or brilliant, uncirculated condition can fetch a small premium, especially as part of a complete flora and fauna coin set. Coins with minting errors such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or planchet flaws are particularly sought after by error coin collectors. The 1987 25 Sentimo coin continued circulating through the 1990s, but by the early 2000s, coins of such small denomination had lost much of their buying power. Eventually, the BSP moved to demonetize older coins in favor of updated designs and more durable metals. The Flora and Fauna series was phased out, replaced. After the EDSA People Power Revolution in 1986, President Corazon Aquino became the first female president of the Philippines. Her administration sought to rebuild national identity and trust in institutions, including the Banco Central ng Pilipinas (BSP). During this era, currency designs were carefully curated to reflect national pride, heritage, and progress. The Flora and Fauna coin series, which includes the 25 Sentimo 1987 coin, was part of this effort, designed not only for practical use, but also as a symbol of national recovery and ecological awareness. Juan Luna y Novicio 1857-1899, the hero on the obverse, was more than just a painter. He was a revolutionary intellectual. His artworks, like Spoliarium, symbolized the suffering of the Filipino people under Spanish rule. He was also active in the propaganda movement, which called for reform and equality under Spanish colonial rule. His inclusion on the coin in 1987 highlighted a return to Filipino nationalism through intellect, art, and activism, aligning perfectly with the new democratic values being promoted at the time. The reverse of the coin features the Graphium ideoides, a butterfly species endemic to the Philippines, found mainly in forested areas like Mindoro and Palawan. This butterfly symbolized fragility, transformation, and freedom, very fitting for a country transitioning from a repressive regime to a new era of democracy. Its appearance on currency was also a call to environmental awareness, encouraging Filipinos to value and protect their rich biodiversity, which was increasingly under threat due to logging, mining, and urban expansion. The Flora and Fauna series was designed by Filipino artists and engravers who worked under the BSP and the Mint. the 25 Sentimo 1987 coin was appreciated not just for its function, but also for its aesthetic value and educational role. By placing nature and national heroes side by side, the coin series was a unique blend of history, Juan Luna and Filipino revolutionaries, nature, native species like butterflies, birds, and plants. In 1987, the Philippines was facing a fragile economy. The government was battling high debt, unemployment, and foreign investor uncertainty. Inflation had risen significantly in the early 1980s, so the actual buying power of a 25 Sentimo coin was quite low by the late 1980s. Still, these coins were in active circulation and commonly used for. The coins during this period played a role in nation building. Unlike the earlier Engi Bagong Lipunan series under Marcos, which emphasized political messaging and control, the 1987 coin designs reflected freedom, identity, nature, and pride. People related to the faces on coins like Juan Luna, Marcelo H. del Pilar, and Melchora Aquino not as tools of propaganda, but as real-life examples of Filipino courage and intellect. These coins were minted by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Security Plant Complex. The metal used a copper-nickel alloy gave it durability,